Episode 87 of the We'll Just Agree
To disagree.
podcast. Thank you, Jesus. All right, B. Now, Beyonce.
Yeah.
This is our last episode of the year.
I know. That's crazy. And it's only because I'm taking holiday time. You're taking holiday time.
We're both taking holiday time, and we both deserve a break.
Do we?
We've been going hard this year, but yeah, me and Beyonce are both finally getting some holiday time. So we were like, you know what? Let's let this be the last episode. And of course, guys, we'll be back in January. But last episode,
yeah,
2022 is coming to a wrap in just literally a few weeks, if that. At this point, depending on when you're watching this.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to ask you this. I want to ask you this. One word to describe 2022. I know
that last year, and I had it right like that. Yeah, you kind of are, but that's okay. Heavy.
Perfect.
Heavy.
Perfect.
Yep. Heavy.
Perfect.
Of course, I lost my mom this summer.
Yeah.
Middle of July. And it's still so very surreal. Like, I wake up every day like, wait, my mom is not here on earth anymore?
Yeah.
But, I have the comfort of knowing that I'll see her again. So that's how I continue to function day by day. Mm-hmm. You lost your grandmother.
Yeah.
What, 3 months later?
Yeah, October.
Yeah. So we both had major loss in 2022. That's why I would describe it as heavy. And the loss of my mom just pretty much wiped away all the elevated times. You know what I mean? Although I'm still very grateful for those.
Yeah.
So very grateful for all of the achievements, the accomplishments I've made this year, the great times. I still have family. I still have friends. I still have a lot to be thankful for. But, yeah.
And it sucks because I think that was the best word you could have chosen. Because for me, 2022 will always be a year that I remember because of October and losing my grandmother. It's not on the level of what you've had to go through losing your mom. But to know me is to know, to know me is to know my grandmother and I were like this talking on the phone every other day.
That's a great loss, It
is. It is. It's still weird today how you wake up thinking about it. I don't have that, but I have moments where she's in my favorites on my phone call log. So when I go to call my mom, my dad, my brother, my sisters, she's right there. So there have been a lot of times that I'm like, let me just try calling. And then I'm like, no one's picking up. So
no one's gonna pick up.
I think for me, it sucks because so many great things have happened this year. Of course, iHeart has been iHeart. I've been able to grow more with Kiss FM. White Sox became a thing this year.
Yeah. Yay!
So many things to be grateful for. My new nephew was born. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, when you have something so heavy, like the losses that we both suffered, it trumps a lot of that.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, it does. And again, we're both so grateful for these great opportunities that we get here at iHeart and just in our personal lives. But sometimes you just have those moments like, I wish mommy was here to see that. I wish mommy was here to hear that. But, day by day, we'll both heal eventually. They say time heals all wounds. I don't know about this one, y'all. I don't know, because the hurt is still there. It will remain. It's just a part of life. It's inevitable. We all have to go that route. That's for sure. So you got to just plug away.
I think I realized in this year, this is the first time I've dealt with grief as an adult. Like, I lost grandfathers when I was younger. I understood what was going on. Well, for one of them, I understood what was going on. But I think this is the first time I've dealt with, like, for real grief as an adult. And I think you, Beyonce, and some other people have seen it firsthand where I can come in here on a great day. I can come in here on anybody can get it type of day. Just being honest.
Ooh, honey, when I see them days, I just be quiet and I keep doing what I got to do. Hey, Ryan.
And sometimes I'll give a warning though. I'll text y'all like,
Yeah, you will. You will. Yeah,
today
you will.
ain't it. It's funny, we were talking about our Christmas plans like a few weeks ago, and in the midst of it, I just started breaking down, and I think they looked at me crazy, like, "What is wrong with you?" Because I'm the one in the family that still can't keep it together, but it is what it is. But
And that's okay. That's just normal. You know what I mean? So grieve however you have to grieve. And we just got to keep it moving. That's it. That's all.
let's talk about some of the pros and cons of big news stories that went down this year, Beyonce.
There were a lot. Oh my gosh. First, let's bring up a death that just happened recently, and that's the death of Twitch. You know, he's the brother who was the DJ and the cool dancer. Oh my gosh, the way he danced was just so amazing. It was just recently reported that he apparently died from suicide at 40 years old. And it's just, I cannot wrap my head around it. You know what I mean?
I
Ah,
think,
it's so sad. He was on the Ellen show for those of
yeah,
you who may not be aware of who he was. He was like Ellen's DJ and he would come out at the beginning of the show and give a dance and he was on So You Think You Can Dance. That's where he first got to start like back in '08 or something. Just he seemed like a cool dude, almost like, hey, I think you
the
said your brother
homie,
actually knows him,
the
but he
homie,
just seems like, man, that's my dude.
yeah.
Gone.
It's like I think this is a clear example. We hear people say it all the time, but you
Mhm.
truly never know what someone is going through. Uh,
Never.
I think 3 days ago, 4 days ago, he posted a
Mhm.
video of him and his wife. They did a lot of dances together on TikTok and Instagram. It was their
Yeah.
anniversary that he was showing her love to. Um, Twitch had an amazing personality from what we see on TV and on social media
Yeah.
that you would not expect this type of news to come. It's sad. It's really it's like I think we were saying in our text thread, we felt like we were friends with him and we did not
Yeah.
even know him, but that was the type of personality he had.
Yes. Just
So
so outgoing.
yeah,
So
so then
cool.
and to hear the story of, he left the house, made sure to leave the car,
Yeah.
and made sure to go to an hotel, it's sad.
And it happens like that with a lot of celebrities. They end up being in a hotel alone and they shoot themselves
Yeah.
or hang
Or
themselves
in the
or
bathtub.
oh my gosh. So here is this good-looking guy, very talented, has this platform where he used to on the Ellen show, but still he's well-known celebrity.
Very well known. Yeah.
And I just you just wonder what was the cause, what was the reason, how could someone not have seen the signs, and it's very easy not to see signs sometimes, you know what I mean? So, I pay real close attention to even on my Facebook posts when I see some of my listeners maybe commenting or putting certain things about how they're feeling, I'll actually inbox them and make sure that they're okay
Facts. Because you
because
never
I
know.
you never know. And I
Yeah.
see people sometimes say, who's going to help the strong ones? You know what I
Check on
mean?
your
When you see
strong
things like
friends.
that, yes, check on your strong friends because they have those days too. So, on that note, if anybody has any thoughts of suicide or anything, please, you can always call 988. 988 is all you have to dial if you have any thoughts of suicide. But gosh, rest in peace to Twitch. That was really a shocker when I saw that today.
Yeah, did not expect that news. I immediately texted to you when I first saw it. Like, wait,
Yep.
what?
That is an unfortunate highlight of 2022. Some others on a local level, Kanye, Chicago's own.
Next,
We love Kanye.
next,
I know, I
next,
know, I know, I know, I know.
next.
But Kanye from Chicago, I had to bring it up because he was one of the top news stories of
He really was.
2022.
He really
Like,
was though.
like
Like he took
huge,
like low key, he took half of 2022.
pretty much.
Low key
And the fact
back from
that
when him and Kim were getting divorced.
like seriously, it was summertime. Like
Yeah.
back in the spring, summer, he has been in the headlines for most of this year. And I'm only bringing it up because number one, he's from Chicago. I just passed his house the other night coming back from the casino. And I'm just like, wow, this boy, whoo, Kanye. So let's keep him lifted in prayer, shall we?
Well, speaking of local, you'll love this. your boy R. Kelly.
Yeah.
They for a second thought R. Kelly dropped one of the albums of 2022 from the
Man,
jail.
ain't no way in the world people actually, because I posted it. When you told me about it, I posted it and I was like, wait, dude dropping albums from jail? Where they do that at? That's exactly what my post was. But do people really believe that I thought he actually released an album in prison? You can't do that. Now, you can make one in there.
Right.
But the authorities are not going to allow you to profit while you're incarcerated for a crime.
And I don't even know, was it out a full 24 hours when the platforms took it off?
That thing was taken down so fast. I was surprised it was up as long as it was.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Yeah. And what people didn't understand is, and you know, I am a fan of the man's music. I will say that all day. A fan of the man's music, putting it out there. Been listening to it for many, many years, had life experiences with some of those songs, you know, the whole gamut. But I will say this, a fan of the man's music. Let me say that again. I will say this. Those songs weren't new songs. Like, did we think he actually made those songs while he was locked up? Like, those songs were so old.
Yeah. And it's funny because I at first thought they were new, but you were like, Ryan, remember this song came out like 2 years ago? You guys probably reported it. And
like
then when I listened to it, well, I think I admit it came out in what, 2018?
18, 19. Yeah, 4.
And once I played it back, I remember grabbing that clip for the morning show. So yeah, those songs were old.
How can you not remember that song? It was like 19 minutes long. Like, who
and I
makes songs that long?
Listen to it all over again. I said, good Lord.
What you have to understand is when you are a musical genius like a Kanye or a Prince or an R. Kelly, you've got lockers and lockers and lockers full of music. Yeah. So these guys have hundreds, if not thousands of songs somewhere sitting in a vault that are ready to go. That's just what they do when you're musically inclined like that. Another story, Twitter, how it's changed. Being acquired by Elon Musk, lots of controversy, a lot of celebrities leaving the platform, a lot of people not feeling the fact that you can really have your own freedom of speech, no matter how harsh it is, no matter how wrong it is, no matter how offensive it is. And the fact that he let go so many people.
I want to find the exact amount because there was one thing he announced that I said, uh-oh, I may stay on Twitter a little longer.
Did you hear the subscription piece?
No, they're going from someone tweeted Elon Musk and said, Elon, is it true that Twitter is set to increase the characters from 280 to 4,000? He said, yes. Oh. Do you know how many times I've been tweeting and I can't finish a whole tweet because I'm out of characters?
Now, see, I don't agree with that. I feel like you should leave it where it is. You know, it used to be like 120, then it went up to 240.
No, because
No, sir. That is what sets Twitter apart from all other platforms. Get in, get out, say what you got to say.
Well, give me like 3 per week. Because there have been a lot of times that I'm like, I'm over here trying to delete and can I put the and symbol instead of A-N-D?
You got to learn how to abbreviate. Bro. No, I like it. That's why I love Twitter.
I get what you're
in and out quickly, a photo, a video, whatever, boom, 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 and keep it moving.
I get what you're saying. Another big highlight of this year that kind of just maybe I guess you could say came to an end about a week ago is Brittney Griner.
Oh, yeah. That was huge. That was really, really huge. The fact that she was locked up for 10 months in Russian custody, got out. People weren't expecting it that fast. I was hoping it would happen, but a lot of people thought she was going to serve a little bit more time. I knew from the jump it wasn't going to be the full 9-year sentence.
I didn't think it was going to be 9 years, but I think it went a little quicker than what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah. I thought at least 1 year just to prove a point and to use her as an example. And then, you know, with the war and Ukraine and Russia and this and that, I thought that was kind of factored into it in some weird way. But yeah, thank goodness she's back on U.S. soil. She's doing well. And politics. Politics so big in 2022. And it's so sad, the blatant racism and stuff that I still see with these different parties and the going back and forth. It's almost like our democracy has become a reality show. And that's just not cool at all. Not
And
cool at all.
I believe your former president, number 45, brought that to life.
Absolutely. But the fact that he was the catalyst to open it up
That
scares me even more, knowing that
was
all this underlying racism and all this, oh, that's how you feel? Oh,
and
okay.
take it from higher up, people lower to who you interact with on a daily basis that will say, "Well, I kind of agree with that. They're deciding to do this." So you agree? Noted. Yeah.
Unfortunately, there have been too many, even one is just too many mass shootings in our country. Another thing that has really racked 2022
Yeah.
locally here, Highland Park. That was so major.
4th of July.
That was so major, the 4th of July parade in Highland Park.
Mm.
So much so that now there's so much legislation on the table to ban assault weapons and
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, dude.
Uvalde,
Right in our own backyard.
Texas.
Mhm.
I mean,
Texas,
Buffalo, New York,
mhm. North Carolina,
North Carolina. I mean,
Colorado Springs.
Colorado. It's really it's a scary time we
It really
truly
is.
lived in, and I think if anything in 2022, for those who of us who believe, we realized we had to really stay prayed up. Because it's funny, me and Leon were just talking about this. It can happen anywhere at this day and age. I think back
Anywhere.
back in the day, you used to be like, "Oh, don't go to that neighborhood. Don't go over there," or now it can happen anywhere, and you really have to stay prayed up because it's crazy out here, and there are crazy people.
Yeah, it matters not your location, like Gold Coast, speaking here in Chicago, Gold Coast, the place where people thought there never would be crime,
Yeah.
but Michigan Avenue,
River
North
North,
Michigan Avenue.
River North.
Yes,
Yeah,
Oak Street at
yeah.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, broad daylight. It does not matter anymore. Forget, oh, don't go to the west side, south side. No. It does not matter where you are. It doesn't matter what type of venue you're in. You could be at home. You could be at the post office. You could be in church. You could be in school. It does not matter. And that's the scary part. It's sad. People have mental health illnesses.
Yeah.
People are addicted. People are on substances that can, kind of promote that behavior. But oh my goodness, it's so sad. What else?
Oh Lord, 2022 this is Lord, this is
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah,
Jesus.
let's
Okay,
lift it up a
let's
little bit.
lift it
Let's
up.
lift
Let's
it up.
take it back
Okay.
personal. Beyonce, biggest highlight of 2022 for you.
Oh gosh, there have been so many little ones that
One, come on,
it's so
I need
hard.
one. I need one.
Yeah.
Biggest
Mm.
biggest highlight of 2022.
There's so many. Honestly, I just can't. There are just a lot of things that have happened this year. Um, I don't know. I love going out of town. So just plane rides to another foreign destination.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I meditate and I think about God's goodness and I'm in the clouds and I'm floating and I just go somewhere else. And I love that experience. So I've had that a couple times this year going out of the country. So I guess I would say that.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
I I think I'm gonna go White Sox.
Yeah.
That was a blessing that I did not know was coming. It was a blessing that turned out even better than I expected. I don't think I've said it on the podcast, but I will be back for season 2 for me. So yeah, we'll be back next season. Shout out to
Well,
everybody.
tell people what it is that you do, though. There may be
Yeah,
someone
no, you're right.
watching that may not even know.
A in-game host with the White Sox. My co-host Alyssa Bergamini. What up, Alyssa? We are there at the game throughout different innings. We're letting you know what's going on at the ballpark. We're doing different contests. We're talking about different concession items that are coming. We work with the Pride Crew team, throwing T-shirts out, all that. We are there just to keep the entertainment there for you guys.
Yeah.
And that was a blessing that I did not know God had in store for me this year. And it really had been I keep saying blessing because that's what it was. The way
Yeah.
how it went smooth. I was nervous about how to balance both working a morning show, working overnight for Kiss FM, and then now working games that are during the day or at night. And you never know how long a baseball game is going to go for.
Ooh,
Uh,
facts.
but God gave me strength like no other. I think if anything in 2022, I realized the strength that he can give that I was
Mm,
pulling strength out of me that I had no idea was there.
mm.
Um,
Yes.
so that I think was my biggest highlight. Everything of course radio
Yay.
wise was great, but I did not expect. Tell me this time last year that I was going to be an in-game host for the White Sox. If you guys go back and watch this last podcast from last year, I wasn't saying that or thinking that.
I love
So
it.
I think that was it.
And I promise this next season, I'm going to text
Yeah,
you when I'm at
anyways,
a game.
okay, anyways, because I'm not gonna go down this road with you. Because if you guys don't recall, on the past few episodes, I realized that my co-host was at several games that she never let me know.
Not several, maybe 5.
That's more than several. What?
Several is like 10 or more, dude. 5. Maybe.
Okay.
I promise you, I'm going to text you. Hey, Ryan, I'm at US Cellular
I'm
Field.
texting you right
Hey.
now. Don't worry, I won't stop by. Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm back for season 2.
They all about me. Hilarious. Hilarious. But yeah. Oh, and another one I just thought of, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther. That was long awaited, and it's like number 5 in the box office, number 1 for 5 weeks in a row. So it's still making money.
Don't take my black card away. I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
But I'm going this holiday. Beyonce, when have I had time to go to the movie theater?
Facts. You're right. I give you that. I'm gonna let you slide.
No,
instead of taking naps, go to the movie instead of taking those naps.
And then I fall asleep on the movie. This holiday break, I'm going to see Wakanda Forever. I'm going to support. I promise you, there are a few things that I want to do. That is one of them.
That's one of them. Okay, good.
Before we get out of here, I ask you every year. We really don't be going off of New Year's resolutions, but if there's something you were looking forward to in 2023, what are you? I don't want to say New Year's resolution because I know Beyonce.
Yeah, because I know I don't believe in those at all. Because I seriously, throughout the year, every few months, I assess where I am and where I would like to go. So I've got some ideas written on paper in a journal at home. I don't really want to discuss them on the podcast right now because I believe in just no.
Y'all see how she doing, y'all? She got real. Seg that up really quick. Real. Wrap that up. He thought he had.
I just have some things written down that I would love to accomplish this year, and I just want to see those manifested. Please, Lord, in Jesus' name, amen. That's it. That's all. Yeah. What about you?
I have some things that I would not like to speak on at this time. But
you know what, Ryan? Stop it. What about you? We got White Sox for you. You're doing big things at iHeart.
Yeah.
What else you got going on?
2023. For those who have been around for this podcast for a while, you guys know at the beginning, I hate change. Anything change, I don't like. I got to get used to. I don't rock with it. 2023, I think is going to be a year of change for me. In many aspects. Some that I can speak on, some that I cannot. Some that Beyonce know about, some that she does not.
I need to find out the ones I don't know about.
I just think it's going to be change. And I will say for the first time in a while in my life, I'm excited about the change.
Nice. Okay, good.
And sometimes I want to put this out, disclaimer. We may not just be talking about career-wise when we talk about things. Like absolutely. I can tell you one personal one. I talk about it on the radio all the time. My parents are getting ready to move back to Carolinas, where we're from. So this is going to change for me, being kind of like the only Lee left in Chicago. Where am I about to be moving? It's all up in the air.
I cannot wait. We going apartment hunting. We going furniture shopping. Yes, I cannot wait.
Hell to the no. Beyonce gonna have me out here rent free, not having no money left, going shopping with you.
No, we will go shopping.
Do we need to talk about when we went shopping the other week after lunch?
What happened? When? What are you talking about, Ryan? When we went to Target? Or what?
No, we didn't go to Target. Target got a red.
Oh,
this had a red now. Too. Exactly.
Okay, that was episode 87 of the We'll Just Agree to Disagree.
Okay, in 2023, this podcast, and then we're wrapping this up. What is this podcast doing in 2023 besides this shenanigans?
What they say, child? I don't know. Child. child. I don't know. Wherever it goes is where it goes. Yeah, we're gonna continue to bring you fun topics. We're gonna continue to bring you serious topics. We're
Yeah.
gonna continue to laugh and cry with you, and hopefully bring things to the table that are relatable to you and that you enjoy. Period. So, I mean, you and I, we're just regular old human beings, and we want to emit that emotion that we feel and the love that we feel and all that to everyone who listens and views. So it is what it is. Whatever
And I think
happens,
I
happens.
want to say this before we go out. Thank you guys so much. Like
Mhm.
we have seen the growth over this podcast, just
Yes.
on YouTube, on Instagram, just being in person. When people are like, "Yo, I laugh how you and Beyonce get into it every week," and I'm like, "That's us for real." Um, so thank you guys because that keeps
Yep.
us going as well, and you guys letting us know things that we could discuss on the podcast. And also, I think it's been able to be a platform that me and Beyonce come here and we share real life things that are going on, whether it's
Mhm.
real stories that have nothing to do with us or personal stories.
Yep.
Uh, I know me and Beyonce, we really on the radio, we haven't shared that much about our losses that we've dealt with this year, but on this podcast, we've been very vocal about it. So I think this
Mhm.
podcast has been very, a good platform that we've been able to grow as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yes, again, thank you for listening to us. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for subscribing. Follow us on Instagram at We'll Just Agree to Disagree and just have fun with us. We have a blast. I love it. I get to just get on here and just talk.
Yeah.
I heard I was good at talking a lot. I don't think that's true, but I just like to talk on the podcast.
Well,
What? What? Okay.
all right,
That's
we're
it.
out of
We're
here, guys.
wrapping
We're
it
gonna
up.
end it. I'm trying to end it on a positive note.
Enjoy your holiday season, and I'm going to be taking some time off. Ryan's taking some time off, and we're still on social. Follow me everywhere at Beyonce Fox, and we can stay connected even throughout the holidays if I'm in the country. Okay.
Follow me at Ryan Immediately. I will let you know, guys, where Beyonce is at all times. We'll be back next year. We'll talk to you guys in 2023, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Michael Jordan year. Yeah, 23.
Okay, Jordan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2023, guys. We'll talk to you next year. Have a great holiday, a great new year. Be safe. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you later.
Deuces.